It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 65 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Now here's another carry for Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now Jones. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Tucker McCann now for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's got his man, Thornton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Patriots first down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The Patriots at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 93 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards on the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
No, we changed it.
Jackson now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are going to get it back here just past the 35. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? 7-7, our score after 1. On 2nd and 12, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Throwing Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
I think we'd have to say that last season it was an excellent move for Kendrick Bourne to sign with the New England Patriots. Set career highs in catches and yards, and even ran the jet sweep to great effectiveness. They love to get it to him at any level on the field. They rewards him there with a first down.
They'll look to throw again. It's brought in by Harris. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll roll him out right. Hunter Henry brings it in. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Jones, off play action, being chased out left. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points. Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He's got it. Touchdown. Tyquan Fulton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McCann now for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Jackson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this,
You have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Second and 8. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 116 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on first down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. Caught on the slant. And in for the Ravens touchdown. James Prochet. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Looking to throw. Jones finding Harris on back-to-back plays. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And third and 8 now. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. Fourth down, straight ahead. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he gets this to Thornton. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 84 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Operating from the gun, Jones. Making the catch, it's Winfrey. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Complete. It's Henry.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They hand this off to Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
140 yards on the ground for him so far.
After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Room here to run. Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
third down. Here's Dobbins. Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Now a first down carry for Harris. Nifty move. He'll take this to the 46.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down and 8. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as to understand where they are on the field?
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. They'll run again with Harris. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but